Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Big Jiu-Jitsu Show. I'm Rob.
I'm Randy.
And we're sponsored by Trap and Roll Soap Company. If you haven't gotten soap from Trap and Roll Soap Company, don't worry. It's coming soon. The move back's happening. Talk to James. Like I said, he's gonna be making soap again here soon. It's just being overseas, it's kind of difficult to push out product when the laws of the locals are please do not use hazardous, not like hazardous in the sense you can't put it on your skin, but like, the soap making process has some chemicals in it, natural chemicals, but they're very strict over there about that, which is surprising to me. But check out their website. We'll have a link in our description. Get some soap. It's the best. But boy, am I tired. I can't even think straight.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Yeah. So I had the pleasure and the honor of going up to a roll-a-thon for the Special Olympics for one of the local law enforcement agencies. They were doing that, and it was got some good rounds in. But man, I'm very, very not very, very tired, but like I feel that good, like my muscles are kind of just need a little rest, but nothing that's like debilitating or injury or anything like that.
No, I'm in the same. I know what feeling you're talking about. It is a good feeling. It's like that. You put in work and you're just kind of relaxed, I'm definitely tired. I think I'm going to sleep like a baby tonight. I've been using that 2717 recovery gel stuff.
Yeah.
Man, that stuff is pretty awesome. So I'm going to probably put some of that on me tonight and I'll be out like a baby, man.
Nice.
But it was at Connections Academy over in Apex, Gabriel Souza's spot. He was kind enough to host the event. It was set up also in connection with the police department, Special Olympics and law enforcement and fire and rescue. We've always had a good relationship. And so it's always the torch run and stuff like that. And so a couple of the officers were like, hey, what can we do different? Still going to do this torch run and everything else. What can we do different to kind of have some draw, raise some money and stuff like that. And I think it was pretty cool doing the roll-a-thon. So I counted 11 rounds that I did today. And so lots of work. I think they're doing 5-minute rounds too, weren't they?
I felt like six. I think it were 6-minute rounds.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, so even better.
Yeah. So I mean, there's something, I don't know about you, but there's like 10 rounds. There's like a magic to the number 10 jiu-jitsu rounds when you're talking 4 to 5-minute rounds, or it's just kind of like, man, you get smoked 10 rounds. That was good stuff, dude.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna say I got to roll with you. It's always a tough roll rolling with Rob.
It's a fun one though, man. Like
it is
for like if any of the listeners have ever seen a picture of me and Randy together, there's a pretty, let's say, a slight size difference, maybe just a little bit, like but it is still, I'll say, like some of the more fun rolling I have is whenever I get a round or two with you. And because it's like we were talking about earlier, like I have to try to be as fast. It's not going to happen, but have to be as fast as you to make sure you don't run around me. I have to like resort to just trying to grab and smash, make sure you don't go anywhere.
Well, I ran into some people way faster than me today.
Yeah. Oh my God. The level that like, so traditionally, like, roll-a-thon, I always think about like, you have to be rolling at all times or else, it doesn't count for the roll-a-thon. It was like just a really just high level open mat. Oh, and it was, dude, there were some monsters on the mat. It was fun. It was fun to watch too. Like even I didn't get to roll with a couple of them, but watching them work was,
I agree,
mind blowing.
The times that I wasn't rolling, I was definitely watching other people roll, and it was cool to see. And then you had a blend of like new school and old school too. I forgot how strong and tight Spangler's game was.
Yeah.
His gi game is pretty ridiculous. You can't even move. So it was cool, getting to roll with some different people. 6 black belts out of the 11 rounds. That's how often do you get to do that? And so it was pretty cool, man. And also very humbling, which is always a good thing, I think. You
Oh
get
yeah.
stuck and comfortable in your ways, and you got to go and somebody's got to blow up your world. What was funny about rolling with Gabriel Souza is that he did everything that I like to do, but 10 times better. you know,
Yeah.
so it was pretty cool, man. That was pretty cool. Fun
It
times for sure.
it is cool to run into somebody who has like the game that you play, but they've like mastered it to such a point that like it's like you said, oh, not like frustrating, but like you try to do your own stuff. They know exactly what you're gonna do, but then they
Mhm.
do it to you,
Yeah,
like even better. Just and then I usually ask, I'm like, all right, look, that's usually how that's like one of my favorite moves. How are you setting it up? Like,
well, he did a flow pass to a back step I like to do that I've been doing lately, and when he did it to me, I was like, oh, that was good. that was that was amazing. And it was funny. I asked him after, and I know sometimes it's a tough spot, especially some of these world class guys. You ask them afterward, like, hey, can you give me some pointers or whatever? Give me some advice. And he looked at me. He goes, I just roll. I don't pay attention to what the other person's doing. And I was like, oh, well, no, there's that too. So I'll just take my ass whooping and walk over here then.
oh, so, yeah, I mean, in some sense, it's not even like is an ass whooping, yeah, but it's also like a really good learning session as well. So I mean,
100%. Well, and let me say that too. Like it was not like he didn't do anything douchebag at
yeah,
all. Like he was super cool. It was probably maybe just a couple notches above like a flow roll, he didn't give me anything, but he didn't like do anything dickish at all. There was never he was cool about it, man. Like everybody at the gym was cool. I didn't see anybody in there that had a gigantic ego or was trying to go super hard or anything. I mean, there were some competitive roles in there, but everybody was in control. Everybody was having fun. They definitely didn't lose sense of what the purpose of the event was. I thought it was great. So hopefully we'll try to do it again next year, maybe get a bigger turnout.
that'd be
Uh,
great.
what
What was that?
I was gonna say, what do you think there were? Like 20 people there?
Oh, more than that. I would say like probably 30ish.
30? Nice.
Yeah,
Okay.
like I mean, in and out with everybody there, I would definitely say it was about 30,
Nice.
30 plus. Yeah, something that like struck me as not like funny, but kind of like nice was that usually, and I know you know this, but when you go to like a gym sometimes and you roll up as the outsider black belt, everybody is like, I'm gonna kill that dude. Like I'm gonna
Yep.
smash them. I didn't
Yep.
run into that at
Not
all.
once. Not once, man.
Yeah.
And that was something I talked because I got a couple of friends that train at that gym and they've been asking me to come up there. And I'm kind of skeptical of where I go because of that.
Yeah.
I'm not a competitor, man. Not anymore. At this point, I might as well just call myself a hobbyist, right? But it's I got to be cautious of where I go, what I do. I got a profession I got to keep up, and I'm not as young as I used to be. I'm not old, but I mean I'm 37. So you hit that age, 35 and up, you got to start being careful about some things. And so, but I will confidently say after going there today, the vibe and the demeanor of the top notch guys, the best they have, they were all cool. They were all super cool. So I will definitely go back. Because I mean, like we said, that only makes you better. So
Yeah. I
but
think
definitely good stuff.
I think on a scale. So I learned that I don't know if I ever brought this up on the show, but I learned a new scale that's like a really good like it's for food. Like my boss threw it out there. He's like, look, 0 is you're neutral. You don't care. Like it's food. Like you eat
Mhm.
it, you don't hate it, you don't like it. Then you go 5, which is like awesome food. You go -5 because it's a negative experience. So I'm leaning towards like a 4 or 5 on the scale of going to that school. It was a really good experience.
I agree. I agree. Yeah, I think that's a fair assessment of it. And you said you ordered one of the shirts, right?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. So I think Mike did a good job with those shirts. Always nice quality material too. So
He's
for
out.
those listening, if you want to support Special Olympics, Gen X Refined has a T-shirt that they designed for this specific rollathon, and they've got it up on their website. So if you go on the LinkedIn or their Instagram, sorry, if you go on their Instagram, they've got a link on there and their bio. You can go on there and buy a shirt. It's like $20.
Yeah.
Supports a good cause. So
I'll throw a link in the description as well for this
cool,
episode.
nice.
But speaking of stuff, because it's that time of year, man. Like, I pride myself in the fact that I do not do my Christmas shopping 1 week prior because I feel like that's really just rolling the dice on if you're gonna, and especially now, because like
Oh yeah,
one of the last things I ever want to do in general is go to a big box store anyways. So now compound that with like me just going on Amazon, I got to get my shopping done weeks before because I stress out about that stuff. But so grapplers, not just jujitsu people, judo people, I guess, like catch wrestlers, everybody who listens to the show has like I hope at least has some sort of interest in grappling, and enough that, they probably asked for something from whatever, I don't know, holiday entity you want to ask for. I'm just familiar with Santa Claus. I'm not very good at this, but Santa Claus or one of his many
like
other
Krampus, maybe.
There was a list. I'm gonna pull it up real quick. It was what Santa Claus is called in England, and like the different
You just gotta go watch Santa Claus with Tim Allen. He like names
yeah.
off like 6 in that one scene where he's getting investigated.
Oh no, it was this is something completely different. It was like Tabitha the Christmas head. Like, who brings you presents?
What?
Yeah, hold on.
Listen, I've had some experiences with some Tabithas, and I don't think I want a Tabitha bringing me anything in the middle of the night.
No. Like, the only Tabitha I can think of, I'm a really nerd out, is like Tabitha from Fallout New Vegas, the big mutant. I don't even want to deal with that shit. But like, it was a joke, obviously, and it was like, who brings Christmas presents in the different British regions. It was like Old Man Pudding, Big Johnny Winter, Daddy Crimbo, Father
Daddy
Christmas.
Crimbo?
It's not real. I think it's a joke, but it's like where is it? Fucking Tabitha the Christmas Hedgehog, Jeff the Talking Mongoose, Amazon.co.uk. I mean, take your pick.
Funny.
Whatever entity you want to ask for presents. Like, if you love grappling enough, you probably should. So you and I have been doing this probably for, I'd say, a little over 3 years in jiu-jitsu, and have a pretty good idea of what you'd like for Christmas and some of the more beneficial gifts that you've gotten over the years. So like off the top of your head, like, what are some things that you've gotten that have just been like game changers, like really good, really appreciated gifts for the grappler who has everything?
Yeah. I mean, so I've gotten some. It's easy. The low hanging fruit would be like some rash guards. Yeah, I've had family buy me rash guards, and I think that's pretty cool. Because especially I wear the leggings underneath my shorts when I do no gi, because I had a really bad experience with a knee infection years ago.
Oh, yeah.
They put me in the hospital. So ever since then, I'll take the heckling for wearing leggings, being a dude, but I wear them underneath my grappling shorts, and I'm not talking about like Lululemon or something like that, right? But actual leggings made for jujitsu. They're a little bit heavier. You can never have too many of those. So I've gotten a couple of those. I've gotten a couple of rash guard tops before. So those are some low hanging fruit. If somebody really loves you, getting you a gi would be pretty strong.
Oh, agreed.
Like a good gi, like a really nice gi, what else you think? Those are two easy ones, but
those are really, I was going to say, like, you wear leggings, I'm not going to make fun of you because you wear shorts over them. Now, if you just wore leggings,
no.
Like, because I've rolled with a few people who are fans of that, and I'm not a fan of it whatsoever.
No, I don't. I don't want to see the twig and giggleberries, man. I don't want to see the man camel toe thing going on.
Yeah, it's bad enough getting put in north-south Kimura in gi.
Yeah. Yes.
No, thank you.
Yeah, I purely wear the leggings underneath my shorts for the purpose of protecting my lower extremities from getting abrasions and then getting infections. It's the only reason I do it.
It's smart. Like, I can't hate on that at all, because everybody's had some good skin infections, and to avoid it, that's fine.
I suck. Yeah.
Yeah, gis are always good. Like, I will never, like, a good quality gi is good. I also never hate on anybody who, starting out in jiu-jitsu, you get like one gi. We were talking about somebody earlier today who has like 1.5 gis. Like, like, even so, grandma gives you a was it a Santa Bowl gi, or or my favorite, the old Waldorf kimono, like $50. Dude, they last forever. I like the gi I first got when I was a white belt, like died like 3 years ago, finally.
Well, Flow, what is it? Flow, they make some decent ones too that you can get cheap. There are companies out there that, like, the rash guard my family got me was Santa Bowl. Nothing wrong with that. I'm not hating on that at all. they make some decent stuff for a good price.
They do. Something that was a game changer for me. I got a. It looks like two rollerblading wheels and a like metal pole, like a cylinder, but it's contoured to the foot.
Mm-hmm.
You put it in the freezer, and since I've got like I've broken my foot a couple times. Like if I have a real just gnarly class, I will pull that out of the freezer and just run that. Like put my foot on top of it, running back and forth. Like
Nice.
that's been really good. Just like a lot of recovery stuff.
That's
I got
smart.
yeah, I got these hand wraps that have like gel inserts. You
Mm-hmm.
freeze those, so I'll wrap my wrists and they come out like not 100% heal, but God, they help out a ton. Love those things.
That's smart. And recovery is definitely something to think about, especially if your um, loved grappler is not a teenager. If they're, you know, a grown ass man or woman, they're gonna have aches and pains, guaranteed in jiu-jitsu at some point, or little minor injuries. I would agree with you. I would say along the same wavelength. Then when we talk about recovery, um, like a hyper ice or something similar to that. The percussion massagers.
Oh
There's
yeah.
different companies and different price points, and you can find some that are pretty affordable. Just get one that has pretty good. Don't laugh when I say this, Rob, or anybody listening. If you laugh at this, then you're perverted and you're going straight to hell. But you want one with good penetration. You want one, that has some impact to it, some percussion. They have ones that just shake, and those are worthless.
Yeah.
You want something that's really going to get in there. So I like the Hyper Ice Hypervolt. It's a little bit expensive. It's a couple $100. You can get it Black Friday. It goes on sale. They have a new massaging head for that now that warms up, which is pretty legit.
What?
So
That's
that's
cool.
something good. And I will also throw this in there. My other two, if you want to spend some money, is a Whoop band.
A whoop
And
band.
yes, so and here's the thing that goes with that. If they already have one, there are things you can get accessories for it, and one of them that's good for jiu-jitsu, and to me it's imperative for jiu-jitsu, is they make a like a neoprene arm sleeve and the tracking device. So Whoop Band is a fitness
Oh
tracker.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay.
And it's pretty small. It's probably like $50 size, the device itself. And it comes, you can get an arm sleeve and you put the device inside the arm sleeve and you wear it underneath your rash guard, underneath your gi, and it tracks your activity. It tracks your strain, your heart rate, um, and it'll even track your sleep because you normally wear it in like a wristband. I'm wearing mine right now, and I wore it at that class, which, by the way, almost 30 minutes at 90% of my max heart rate today in that rollathon.
Nice.
Um, so some solid work. It'll help you with recovery, but something else to think about getting someone that you love if they're really big into physical fitness or tracking their output. Get them the Whoop band, but also make sure you get them the arm sleeve. The arm sleeve is cheap, but it's imperative, and you can just throw it in the washing machine with your rash guards and your gis, and it comes out good. So
Nice. I think of some other like a couple sets of grappling shorts are always it's hard
yep.
to beat.
Mm-hmm.
Going with rash guards and leggings. I mean, if dude, like I get excited about any like grappling shorts. I know the longest time I've basically been shamed for only wearing one set, which are still my sprawl white grappling short.
Brawl, man,
Yeah,
that's
dude.
going back.
I know that's just a testament to I don't even know if they make them anymore.
I don't know. I had a pair of sprawl shorts that I absolutely loved back in
Yeah.
the day because they were one of the first companies, if not the first company, to really make shorts that were specifically geared toward jujitsu.
Yeah.
With the way they had like the 4-way stretch and all that stuff that now everybody makes. Because it was pretty much them or like tap out or full contact fighter was what you
Oh
had
my
to pick. You know what I mean?
yeah. Just think
And
of
then
what else.
tap out became like the sponsored gear of the freaking wannabe
Yeah.
people, which I hate that it went that route because it used to be legit.
They did a lot of good stuff for fighters, and then it
They
just
did.
became well, it was basically the NOS version of nitrous for cars because you had so many different companies that made nitrous oxide systems for cars, but because Don McToretto shouted NOS at the top of his lungs before their
Mm.
car exploded, that's just it's stuck in everybody's head. But like, yeah, tap out just kind of unfortunately became good and bad. Good because they gave more money to fighters because People are like, yeah, let me get that tap out shirt. I'm going to Buffalo Wild Wings. I want everybody to know I've got a solid 3 weeks of Brazilian Jiu Jitsu under my belt.
They don't even say jiu-jitsu. They would say, I train UFC. And you're like,
Oh,
I instantly know you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Instantly. I have a picture. This shows how far back I go. I have a picture with Matt Serra wearing a tap out t-shirt.
what?
Like, yeah, yeah. And this is back before Matt Serra won the title. This was right after he fought Ivan Menjivar
Yeah.
and Matt Curran.
Okay.
And he came to a mixed martial arts event in Virginia. And I had
Oh,
already trained with him once in New York when I was younger.
yeah.
And then he remembered me and I saw him at the event. And so I was wearing a
Oh, that's
tap out
awesome.
t-shirt. It's like, man, I'm old, bro. That's uh they used to make all kinds of cool shit though.
They did. I'm like actually tempted to kind of search and maybe buy one more set. I had the camo ones that he wore when he knocked out GSP. Like
Nice.
those are amazing. I want a pair, and I don't even. They're somewhere.
Back when shorts had to go down to your knee or just below. And if you
Yeah,
didn't, then there was a name for you that you can't say anymore.
yeah. Well, it was either that or Valley Tudo fight shorts. But I
Yes.
did. I never caved and got the Valley Tudo shorts, but I do have a set of Bad Boy shorts, which
Bad boy. Yes.
might as well be Valley Tudo shorts on me.
Yeah.
Like they're like
Uh,
halfway up the thigh.
the only other shorts you could wear that were not down to your knees and you were okay wearing back then were
Yeah.
Muay Thai shorts.
Oh yeah.
Those were supposed to be high up. Supposed to show some thigh on those things.
Yeah. Show off them legs.
Yeah, man. Freaking damn. Sprawl, tap out, bad boy. That's taking it back. Bad boy's still around, isn't it?
They are, yeah. I mean, the
Yeah.
shorts I got were it's like 3 or 4 years ago. I got them.
Yeah.
Get a good jujitsu T-shirt, like a really just
Yeah.
nice one. I mean, personally, if you like for your loved one to avoid being made fun of by the rest of us, the less skulls on your T-shirt, the better.
Agreed.
And
Affliction. We're talking about you.
once again, are they even making T-shirts?
I don't know.
Dude, I'm gonna do a plug. I'm gonna do a plug. Two companies. You know which ones I'm gonna say. It's gonna be Dark Arts Jiu Jitsu
Yep.
and Gen X Refine. I mean,
Yeah. Hey.
come on.
Yeah. You know what's cool? I mean, first of all, Dark Arts Jiu Jitsu has, I would say, the coolest Jiu Jitsu logo I've ever seen.
Agreed.
I mean, I don't think there's any competition on that. That is just super cool. Uh, and then you got Gen X Refined coming out with some pretty awesome designs. They did the one Even Flow. Did you see that one?
I did.
I've already got one. I freaking love that shirt, man.
Not a
Love it.
Pearl Jam fan.
Come on,
I
man. Come
know.
on.
I know. I mean, not like like I don't hate him. I'm just like, Pearl Jam.
He's gonna do
Get
some
it.
other ones. He said he's gonna do like a series of those things.
Good.
So I mean, of course, I dropped the Foo Fighters plug in there, but you know,
I'll definitely get a Foo
yeah,
Fighters one for sure.
yeah.
Oh,
I
hell
think
yeah.
you know, don't sleep on finger tape. Like a good stocking
I'm
stuffer.
just about to say that too. That's a
Yeah,
great stocking stuffer.
yeah. Finger tape is, you can never have too much of that shit ever. So that'd be a really good stocking stuffer for somebody that does jujitsu. And then some kind of recovery cream. I said 2717 earlier. That's something I tried recently. I like it a lot, but there's a ton of creams out there that you can try. Does Trap and Roll make a cream? I know
No,
Armbar Soap Company does. I've seen that
no,
they
they
make some.
don't. I will probably bug James about that. But
Because recovery creams, I freaking love those, man. Put a little arnica in there, maybe some menthol. Um, and you know, I'm not gonna say CBD because I'm not supposed to use it, so I'll leave it there. But
same. Hey man, we just chug like 5 beers. That's legal and healthier for me, right? Yeah, I'll be fine.
I don't understand the CBD thing. It's not, because here, let me preface it by saying I don't believe that marijuana and THC cure everything, right?
Yeah.
I'm not going with that. I think there's probably some medicinal benefits, and I think that there should be some research done to really highlight what those true benefits are, and then leave it at that. But CBD being just packaged in the same category as THC containing substances is not the same.
Yeah.
But here we are.
Yeah, I mean, every day it gets a little closer. Every day I get a little closer, just taking just a glob of CBD ointment and just like covering my entire body in it, just hoping to feel like not quite as sore. But
yeah.
one day, man, one day.
But I will say Arnicare is pretty legit. 2717 has some arnica in it, but they also put copper peptides in there, which apparently increases blood flow and some other things to help you recover. So, and it has a little bit of the icy hot vibe to it, but not to the extreme that icy hot does. Biofreeze, that's another good one. Biofreeze is solid.
If you want to, like, because I did this for one of my deployments, was I got the box of 100 individual biofreeze things. So
Nice.
you're not like sitting there using like toothpaste and
Yeah.
caking up everything. Just one, I just rub it on whatever's hurting. And I mean, I'll still even go old school Tiger Balm,
Yeah.
and they have it in spray now too.
I
Which
just don't like the smell of that crap, man. That's the only thing that bothers
it's
me, dude.
rough. It's
Rob,
pretty
Rob
rough.
Priester comes in and he'll like coat himself in that shit. And I can instantly tell that Rob's in the room. Rob Priester is another jiu-jitsu guy for those that are listening. Um, and he will come in and it's like he just bathed in that stuff. I'm like, dude,
Maybe he's like really sore. I mean,
I think he usually is. Yeah. Yeah.
that guy's always training. I mean,
He's always doing something crazy, man. Uh, so yeah, recovery cream, finger tape. What else would be a good stocking stuffer?
stocking stuffer. If you can fit in the stocking, a good comfy pair of flip flops or sandals, or
Nice. Good call.
yeah, because like I have shower shoes that basically I just throw them. Like, oh my god, I don't have them. But if you get like, if a jujitsu company copied the model, I would buy it absolutely. What sucks is the majority of the jujitsu companies do the really like hard plastic band
Yeah.
that goes out, like the Quicksilvers I was wearing today. Those are
Yeah.
like my $5, like, oh, let me just grab these and run.
Mm-hmm.
Airwalk used to make a really good sandal flip flop, whatever you want to call it. And then O'Neill is the next closest thing because Airwalk stopped making them. Like I basically went into my old man phase, and when I found the Airwalk ones, I'm like, these are amazing. I bought like 3 extra pairs because what if they just stopped making them? And sure enough, they
Now,
did.
are they slides or do they have the?
They got the thing in the toe, like the big toe,
Yeah,
the like it
but is it? It's not a hard one. It's like a softer one, I
it's
guess.
soft and it's like almost like a gel like material
Nice.
on the so like you're walking on, you're coming off the mats, you're gonna walk on tile. You basically
Yeah.
have the equivalent of like a oven mitt
Mm-hmm.
like under your foot. Why not get some comfort, man?
No,
Walk
I
around with
agree with you
those.
because that's been my biggest complaint on flip flops. I'm trying to remember the name of the company I wear that I like. I am chronic about forgetting to put them in my bag and bring them to jiu-jitsu. So I usually just end up having to take my socks off and wear my shoes if I have to step off the mat.
Yeah.
But I'm trying to remember the name of the company. They're very common, flip flop company, but they're very comfortable. I agree with you, and I'm thinking about getting a pair of slides just for jiu-jitsu and literally leaving them at TFTC. Just so they're always there.
Not a bad idea. I mean, slides for me were, I tried them, but my friggin' Bigfoot feet do not participate. Like I got some Adidas ones, or I tried Nike as well, and I'm just stick my feet in them. They're like, your foot should not be this wide, dude. And then just without fail always come off. So
I mean, that's why the Sasquatch is the logo of Big Jiu-Jitsu,
there
man.
you go. That's why. That's one
Um,
of the reasons, I guess.
yeah, flip flops. That's a good call. I will say this too, and it's a little bit getting outside the realm of just strictly jiu-jitsu, but I think at least for me, and this is me, I love a good zip up hoodie in the
Oh
colder
yeah.
seasons, like when it starts getting a little chilly at night, because I can just throw that thing on or take it off. So walk in the gym, unzip, get changed, ready to go. After class, right? Because you're hot after class, but you got to put something on before you walk outside. Otherwise, you're going to get in the chill, like mom would tell you, you know,
Died of
don't go out
pneumonia.
there without your jacket on.
Yeah.
So zip up, put the hoodie on, zip it up real quick. It's just something that I've found I like a lot. Um, has a quick on and off layer.
Same. I
So
mean, like pullovers as well. I mean, that's like like we're talking about like half my wardrobe now, like almost year
yeah,
round. Like flip flops, hoodies. Might as well throw like a cool baseball hat in there while we're at it.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm trying to think what else, man. What else it would be? There's that's one of the nice things about jujitsu, and it's actually kind of one of the reasons why I got into martial arts to begin with. Is my brother is older than me. He played football and basketball and baseball, and I wanted to play hockey because I'm from New York. I wanted to play hockey,
Yeah.
and my parents were like, "Man, we don't have enough money. Your brother's already tapped his drive with all the the football pads and the cleats and all the stuff. And then now he's doing baseball, so he's got the you got to get the bats and
Yep.
the gloves and the so they put me in soccer and I played that for a while, which is good. But martial arts. And what's nice about jiu-jitsu is it's not that crazy expensive because you don't really need a lot. Your body is the instrument, right?
Yep.
Your body is the tool. So a lot of the things that we're talking about are just like accessories or supplements to for before or after. Maybe like a good water bottle, like not like a cheap one, but one that keeps cold
Yeah.
and doesn't spill easy. Because I have spilled God knows how many drinks at TFTC at this point. So I would say that that'd be something else to think about too, is getting like a nice thermos type thing. There's a lot of fancy ones out there now that keep it cold for like, freaking 26 hours or some crazy shit.
Yeah.
That'd be a good one. That'd be good.
Yeah. That actually is a really good idea. I mean, like I actually think I got one for Christmas, like that giant one I had today. Like
Yeah.
if I remember right, that was a Christmas present. I use that every day.
Yeah.
Every day I use that thing.
Yeah. I mean, it's just nice to have instead of having to wait in line at the water fountain when you try to get hydrated.
Yeah. Saying
So
it like, and then like I always joke like it's ass water at that point because everybody's sweaty body is now like just accumulated one spot. Now you're drinking, like you're smelling it. Now you're drinking it. So
pretty gross.
yeah, get your own water. You can get like fancy water from home, whatever.
Yeah.
And a
uh,
bag, a good bag, like a gear bag. You don't have to go
nice.
like
Yeah.
crazy expensive with it either. I mean, like,
Yeah.
I've got like two or three. I basically use an old rucksack that not like an issued one. It's basically
Yeah.
considered a rucksack. It's just a big backpack, but because I'm an A4, all my gis are not fitting in a compression like backpack.
That, and I usually use so when I buy like half sumo or whatever gi, sometimes usually half sumo will come with a gi bag. So
Yeah,
I've got like a bunch of gi bags. So I usually use those, even if and I typically don't even put my gi in it. I put my like rash guards and stuff in there, and then
yeah.
what I do is when I'm done with class and I change out, I throw my rash guards in there, and then I can take the bag and the rash guards and throw them in the washing machine. So that's kind of been my thing. I don't really use a gear bag, but I see a lot of people that do, and that's a great call. Um, all kinds of gear they might bring with them, and like I do this thing. I put hand sanitizer in my bag that I carry with me
Smart.
because when I get done working all day, I don't want to be gross, man. I come in there, I wipe my feet down with them and stuff, so I'm not being that gross training partner. Come in there smelling like nasty feet. I don't want to be that guy.
Yeah, smart.
Um,
I've never thought of that. It's probably
yeah.
why nobody wants to roll with me.
Well, there's something else too. You said the bag. That's a good one. That's a real good one. I can't remember what the other one is now. I had something else. I've forgotten.
That's
But like I said, there's not a lot. There's not a lot, you know.
that. Well, I mean, in all fairness, that is a lot of stuff we covered. Like it's good. Hopefully it's good ideas. Hopefully you get some stuff like you find some things that either you or you pass along to Santa, or if
Mhm.
you or your friend or your partner you're getting somebody a gift, like hey, if my favorite one is like you were talking about, like just listen to like what they're complaining about. Like, dude, I did something to my shoulder, like I
Mhm.
don't know, and just start looking up like what are some good tools to
Yep.
like rehab a shoulder, or like
It could be like a foam roller, a percussion massager. It could be,
yeah.
some kind of, they have like spiky lacrosse ball things and all kinds of shit. All that stuff is good. All that stuff is good. Oh, I know a good one. We'll throw in
Okay.
here. I know a good. We'll throw in here for the last one, unless you have more.
No, I'm good. Let's hear it.
A good soap.
Hey, excellent choice.
Yeah, a good soap. And I mean, look, there's ones out there, but obviously, you know which one we're gonna stress.
Yeah, and if
Uh,
hurry up, James, and move back and make more soap. Like I turn my nose up at other soaps. I mean, not because they're bad. It's just
that almost kind of rhymed,
turn my nose up at other soaps.
like in a modern rap way that
Yeah,
rhymes.
yeah, I
Like,
get that. I get that.
it's not like
I'm
'90s rap where it literally rhymed. It just has to sound somewhat similar. And yeah. Anyway,
I'm gonna save the listeners. I'm not even gonna attempt to put it like to a beat or anything.
no, don't do that. Don't. Yeah.
I'll try it after we stop recording and just like and get your opinion, but I'll save my my rapping skills for people who we want to keep listening to the show.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
or I mean, we'll spare them for my rapping skills, but
definitely a good soap is important for post training. You know, we have our recommendation, Trap and Roll Soap Company, obviously.
yeah.
But even if you get like some tea tree oil type soap, you know, something with that in it, because there's going to be things in Trap and Roll Soap Company's soap that helps you prevent getting a fungus or a skin infection because they put things in there that help stave those off. Tea tree oil is one of those things that's going to be in a lot of different soaps. May not be in every single bar he puts out, but it's going to be in some of them because it helps. It's got an antifungal property to it. Obviously, in jiu-jitsu, preaching to the choir for most of the listeners, but if you're one of those loved ones that's listening to this because you want to get your jiu-jitsu or jiu-jitsoka, whatever term you prefer, something for Christmas, you know, what is it? I just forgot the name. How did I forget the name of it? We get it all the time. The
What's
fungus
that?
people get in jiu-jitsu, man.
Oh, take your pick. Impetigo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ringworm, right?
Ringworm. There it
Ringworm.
is.
There it is, right? Thankfully, I've not had it in a while, and I give that credit because I wear like long sleeve rash guard, long pants, and because I bathe as soon as I get home, like in the shower immediately. I don't sit there and, you know, but a good way to stave that off is with tea tree oil. And the other thing is the anti dandruff shampoo. If you bathe with that after jujitsu, that has an antifungal property to it. So these are ways you can prevent them from getting some nasty shit, bringing home to you. Staph infection, none of that stuff's really going to help. You just got to stay clean and fight it off. And if you notice anything coming up, get an antibiotic. But I say soap is a solid soap, finger tape, flip flops. Throw that shit in a stocking. Get them a nice gi or some rash guards, right? We're talking and some recovery tools like foam rollers and dude, that's a solid Christmas right there. I'd be happy as hell.
A big jiu-jitsu t-shirt. I
A
mean,
big
a
jiu-jitsu
big
t-shirt.
jiu-jitsu t-shirt.
Absolutely.
You can order them. You can have that. Like you can order them. You can still order them. I've got a box of them.
Yeah,
Also, like we have it set up now where you can just order one off of our store. They make it and they send it right to you.
that's
There's no
awesome.
more like, hey man, we're out of stock. You just they send it to you, and if it
What
sucks, let
what
me know.
what's the selection? What do you got on there? What options?
Right now, we have just the logo. We've got the white shirt with the.
Mhm.
There's my dog. Hey man, somebody's animal has to be in the show at some point.
Yeah,
Um, we have the white shirt with the regular logo. We get the black shirt with the other logo, same logo.
hmm
And there's something I'm working on right now, little inspired by judo,
nice.
but it's a murderer. I love that dog, but
I can't hardly hear it, so you're
oh,
fine.
perfect. Okay, that's good. No, I was gonna say, like, we it's inspired by judo. It's kind of not an inside joke, but I'll throw it to you before I finish it. I had to get an image upscaled before I put it together because
Nice.
it was hard to find something even close to usable on a t-shirt.
I was trying like hell to win inside thigh position against you and somebody else that was trying judo shit because I was like, I do not want to get hip tossed. I don't want none of that nonsense.
That's right. That's 1 to 2 solid months of judo under my belt. I'm basically just nah, I'm kidding, man. I'm still like I don't know, dude. I gotta throw maybe.
Yeah,
Not
yeah,
mean like I gotta throw. I can do. I don't know.
yeah, yeah.
We'll figure that out at some point. Who cares? Like I need 4 months. They'll be solid. But so before we head out, do you have anything else you want to say to our friends and listeners on the show?
No, hey, this is consistency, by the way. That's
It is, man. We're doing it.
yeah,
We're doing it. Next
yeah.
one's an interview.
Hell yeah.
We got a few people already I know want to do it. So I know you said you had a couple. I think I got a couple as well.
Nice.
So well, just the world is our oyster right now. We keep picking people, we keep grabbing them, talking to them. Hopefully
Yeah,
people enjoy those interviews. So I think the last one went really good went really well with Austin.
I do
Had a great
too. Yeah.
and we'll just keep it going. So if you don't have anything, I call it a day. So ladies and
Let's do
gentlemen,
it.
it's been the Big Jiu-Jitsu Show. Don't forget to check out our sponsor, Trap and Roll Soap Company. The link will be in the description. And you can find all of our old episodes on our website. I'll link that there as well. I'm Rob.
I'm Randy.
We'll catch you guys next time.